everybody. Could we all just take our seats for a few moments? We'll have lots of time to chat over lunch today. As many of you know, we've made some big improvements to our endowment fund. And today I'd like to talk to you just about particularly growing the fund. As we've known our endowment fund in the past, we've used it for one big expense, that was putting a roof on the church, and we've had a few other donations, but we really haven't talked about ways of growing this wonderful fund. And when we talk about milestone giving, I went back and I did a little bit of research, and I found that milestone really comes from the ancient Romans, who used to put stone pillars along the way called obelisks. And they went along, and typically they would put the stone placed 1 mile apart. So these markers then were given to people to help them know how many markers. They were given a unique number, and then each marker, so they would know how many miles they needed to go. So today most people are different thoughts about the word milestone, but we use it a little bit differently, but it's sure inspired from what the Romans had to say about how they did that for their travelers on a journey. Our modern use of the expression does the same. Instead of marking our journey on an actual road, however, milestones mark significant events in our lives. Well, this is a big one for us this year. Here at Prince of Peace, we've been celebrating all year long our 50th anniversary as a congregation. God's people seeking and serving Christ. What a milestone. On our journey as a congregation, we have made many milestones along the way. We've celebrated them with gratitude and with praise and thanksgiving to God. A milestone in our faith is baptism. We promise as a congregation to help a child grow in their faith. For the parents, sponsors, and other family members, this occasion is a special day. Gifts are given from the church, its members, and family members. This is a great time to remember to make a gift to the endowment fund. Another important occasion in our faith is confirmation. What a wonderful day in a young member's life. The confirmand receives gifts from the church, its members, and family members. Why not make a gift to the endowment fund to let them know how the gift will keep the church and ministry growing? As a baby, milestones happen quickly, especially in the first year as they learn to roll over, crawl, stand up, and finally walk. Making a gift that will be remembered for years to come brings joy. Why not make a gift to the endowment fund? Birthdays. Birthdays are always a day of gifts and celebration. How many times have you heard someone say when trying to buy a gift, "I just don't know what to give them"? I bet you can't guess now what my suggestion is. What is it? To the endowment fund. How about a scholastic achievement? Remember how they sang their first ABCs and now they're graduating, or their own children might be graduating? Athletic achievements. The first time they score and now they have a scholarship. Anniversaries. Remember that wedding cake exchange? Maybe it was a little messy, maybe you were polite, but now it's been 10, 25, or 50 years later. Weddings. Hearing the vows, smelling the flowers, and that special kiss. Retirement. When you got that first job, you were wondering, will I ever be able to do the job they hired me for? And now you've accomplished so much. And recovery and renewal. It could be sickness, addiction, or a crisis, but now you're free to live the life that God wants for you. These are all important milestones in the lives of our church, our family, and our friends. When you go into the fellowship hall after you've had some wonderful hors d'oeuvres, you'll see an envelope placed at each seat in there, just marked the endowment fund. And on the inside is a slip which you could use to mark any special occasion. I just tried to give you a few to think about today. But these can be used at any time, and there will always be some out in the narthex. When we keep in mind that the goal of the endowment fund is to maintain and grow the current financial assets that we have, make sure we run the options of the church appropriately, and keep our properties maintained, our legacy will be shown through our ministries. Milestones are memorable for personal and spiritual reasons. I'd like to ask John Martacci to come up now, and he is going to lead us through a little bit something that some of us may remember 50 years ago and some of us may have not.
Good morning.
Good morning.
The peace of the Lord be with you.
And also with you.
Our banquet today and entertainment today, along with our live nativity scene on December the 3rd, and 3 more temple talks, will culminate our anniversary celebration. Jackie and Denny Horn, Brenda Stoffer, Mary O'Mealy, and I, as members of the anniversary committee, would like to thank everyone for their support and volunteering this year in making our anniversary celebration a success. Our entertainment today, Chasing Daylight, will perform in the sanctuary between 1:30 and 3. It is open to the public, and anyone not attending the banquet are welcome to return and enjoy the music. After my presentation today, appetizers are awaiting you in the narthex, followed by the banquet. Our special guests will be ushered into the fellowship hall, followed by all attending, and there is no special seating in the fellowship hall for the banquet. Our time capsule and scrapbooks are displayed in the fellowship hall. The contents in the old time capsule are in pristine condition. As you will see, they were securely wrapped in saran wrap. Items for the new time capsule are also on display. As to date, our committee has not chosen a location for both capsules. We will have a dedication service when that location is determined. In September, Augustine Sebastianelli, a local mason, removed our cornerstone. Now, we would like to share a video with you of that removal, which revealed the contents of 50 years ago. Thanks to Pastor Schultes' editing skills, the video was quite lengthy. The pastor time-lapsed it and added music to it. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you. Good morning. It's September the 30th, 2022. We are going to remove the Cornerstone, Prince of Peace Lutheran Church, and find out what secrets lie in the time capsule.